Dimitri in Phoenix joins us. Hey, Dimitri.
Hello, great show, Dan. I absolutely appreciate it. It's beautiful weather out here in Phoenix. But I was listening to your interview with Henry, and it blew my mind because that happened to me. Gladys Knight was like my girl growing up. I'm 57, so that was my girl. Big crush on Gladys Knight. And I met her at the airport in Atlanta, and I reached my hand out to shake her hand and say, "Hi, Gladys." And she removes her coat off her arm like she's going to shake my hand. And then she just looked at me and said, "Forget it," and walked off in front of everybody. So, yeah, that kind of craziness happens.
All right. Well, sorry to hear about that. Do you guys have any stories where you wanted to meet somebody and it didn't go well? Yeah, Paulie?
Yeah, one time the four of us, I think it was the four of us, we were waiting for you at the airport, and I can't remember where we're coming back from, and we're standing there just waiting like by a coffee stand or something, and we saw Dr. J, Julius Irving, and he was walking and no one was bothering him. He was just like getting a magazine or something. We all said, "There's Dr. J, there's Dr. J." And we all discussed, what do we say? Can we say anything? We were so hoping that you would come through security because if we walk up with you, we're all good. But we froze up and couldn't walk up to Dr. J.
Do you know that I saw you guys walking by behind Dr. J?
Smartest move you've ever made.
I was having something to eat, and I heard a little bit of this stir, and then I saw Doc walk by, and I saw, like, it seemed like 8 to 10 people, and then I saw the 4 Danettes walking behind, waiting, as if Dr. J is going to turn around and go, "The Danettes!" Yes, Eden.
I once said first of all, Dr. J was like the coolest human being I've ever seen in person. He just had this stroll, like his gait.
Yeah.
And, the way he looked sharp, too. He looked, dang, man, I'm like, that dude is cool.
I always use music. I always say, how does somebody move? And Dr. J moved like he was jazz. Like there was just something about him. So, certain guys will, they'll be like a pop hit. Somebody will be rock and roll. There's certain guys you go, that's just smooth jazz. That's Doc. Yes, Eden.
In a previous life, before the Dan Patrick Show, at another job that I had, I once spent about 3 hours with Jennifer Love Hewitt and very much embarrassed myself for about 2 hours and 45 minutes of it.
Wait, so you were doing morning radio?
Yeah.
And why were you with Jennifer Love Hewitt for 3 hours?
She she was like turned into a recording artist, and she had an album, and the station that I worked at the time, they were pushing that record for her. And so she came in and did like an hour of an interview or something. She was there for a long time and then stayed for a while afterwards and did a bunch of stuff at the station. Yeah. And I essentially just like threw up all over myself for very much a long time of it. And was just like, hey, so, and I tried to make like casual conversation, and it turned out to be like, hey, I like burgers too. And if like totally out of context, like had no bearing whatsoever, I'd be like, look, I just got this shirt over here. I was just a complete idiot. And my ex-girlfriend, who was my girlfriend at the time, was also with me for that entire time and was daggers at me the whole time. And I'm like...
Were you taking your shot with Jennifer Love Hewitt in front of your girlfriend?
I wasn't taking my shot, but I sure wish that I had now. Because I would have rather crashed and burned that way rather than, no, I'm cool. No, I'm good. I'm good. What?
Yeah,
what?
If you're going to go down in flames, at least go down in flames on your own terms.
Yeah. It was like my arms might as well have been 10 feet long. I was like, no, I'm fine. It's good. What? I'm not doing anything. It was so bad. So bad.
Let me take a break here. Last call for phone calls. We'll close up. What's wrong, Todd?
I may have gotten catfished by Jennifer Love Hewitt's publicist. Does that count as anything? That's not really an encounter.
I don't know if you may have. I think you got catfished because I said to Todd, will you reach out to Jennifer Love Hewitt? And then, of course, Todd was gladly. Actually, I thought that they reached out to us. We were talking about her, and then Todd reached out to them.
There was some kind of Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills address. If it was a catfish, they know that area where all the agencies
Paulie, you
are.
know this story.
So we were talking about Jennifer Love Hewitt on the show, per usual, and about 10 years ago. And then some company that looked like a legit company said, we're big fans of the show. We represent Jennifer Love Hewitt. And they sent it directly to Todd's personal email. We'd love to have her on the show in the next couple of days. And they strung Todd along for about 4 or 5 days saying, she's going to come on. She's going to have fun with you guys. She'll do a bit with you guys. And Todd was over his over his skis.
I'm so jealous about this Seton story. I can't even concentrate right now.
And then they just pulled the plug and went dark, and Fritzy's been emailing them ever since.
Because I would then say to Todd, Todd's got correspondence. I go, all right. So every day I'd come in. I go, any update from Jennifer Love Hewitt? And he goes, no, not yet. And then, it went silent.
I still send them angry emails saying, I know what you did that summer. I just let them know. I don't appreciate it. That was a reference to like a Jennifer Love Hewitt popular movie. I know what you did last summer. Okay. And then there was a sequel, I think.
Thank you. I don't know anything she's done other than I thought John Mayer wrote the song "Your Body Is a Wonderland."
Yeah, wasn't she in like the video or something? I thought.
Well, I think he came out and said it wasn't about her.
Yeah, it was about what's her name?
Jessica Simpson.
Jessica Simpson.
Oh,
dang.
Hey, they both have. They're both in great shape. Yes, Paul.
I don't know if you remember, but a couple days after Fritzy got totally catfished by the people with Jennifer Love Hewitt, which is also, it's funny, it was only like a month after Manti Te'o, checking my timeline, we had Darius Rucker, the singer, in studio, and he did a song about it.
His name is Todd Fritz. He sits on the back row, booking them gas for the DP show. Yeah, the Fritzy surprise right before his eyes. Jennifer Love promised a prize. Yeah, he didn't know what it was or when it would come, but it never showed. No, it never showed. Yeah, Fritzy, he was catfish. He only had one wish, a pick from Jen. He was catfish. He kept calling Jen God a restraining order. He wanted a pick or a shirt like the Elway jersey. Oh yeah, Fritzy was he was catfish.
Thank you.
See, that's, again, of the millions of moments that we've all had with you on the show over the years. If someone was to try to connect the dots back when we were in high school and college, that something like that would happen. Darius Rucker would write a song about a Jennifer Love Hewitt catfish moment. You just got to add that to the list of how could that ever happen.
Thank you, Todd.
You're welcome.
We'll take a break back after that.